Okay, let's try the last question here. Now, the first part's pretty darn easy. You're given this graph here and you're asked to determine what the points are. Well, as long as you know that the first part of an ordered pair is how many back and forth you go, the x direction, the horizontal back and forth, and the second number is how many up and down, 0 in the x, 5 in the y is right there where a is, right there. 0 and 5 is your answer. B is 3 and 3, 3 in the x, 3 in the y, and C is 6 in the x and 1 in the y. So those 3 marks were real easy. But the next 2 marks are way more challenging. Because I ask you, what is the equation of the line that fits with this? Well, you could start out, because you'd go back to these last questions, and you go, well, it's y equals something in front of x and plus or minus a number. Something in front of x and plus and minus a number. Well, here's how you could have done it. There's many different ways you could do it with patterns and just trying to find patterns that would make it work with trial and error, but here's a way you could get it the right answer each time. So what you do is, I know that x is 0 right here. If the equation is y equals mx plus some number, then if x is 0, y is 5. Oh, that's interesting, because 0 times no matter what it is will be 0. That means that c, this number that we added on, is called the y-intercept, it must be 5. And that's a mark. Ooh, very nice. You get a mark. So you write down y equals mx plus 5. I just don't know what m is. Well, you could try and find the pattern in all sorts of different ways, but here's the quickest way to get the answer. This is what you do. You take this point. You could take the point 6. And you know if y is 3, x is 3. So if y is 3, and instead of y, you rub it out and put a 3. That's why it's a red 3 here. Instead of x, you rub it out and put a 3. You substitute it in here. Now let's solve here. Oh, okay. 3 times m, that's 3m. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Now divide by 3, you get m equals minus 2/3. So your final equation is y equals minus 2/3 x plus 5. You could try it and see, hey, does this work? Let's see if it works for 6 and 1 here. Well, minus 2 times 6 is minus 12. Divided by 3 is minus 4. Plus 5 is 1. Hey, it makes y 1 when x is 6. In fact, it'll work for any point you found on this line. If you want to have an x value, you'll get a y value using this formula. Well, that was a bit tricky. I hope some of you got it, or part of it. Okay.